Okay, let's get going. Episode 2. So our intrepid group of youngsters took on their first beast, fire beetle, and it almost killed our fighter. This was in room 6. They made their way, they opened a door, they found an empty room, they found a gecko room. They made their way to room 11, in which they found these guys. It's the Brotherhood of Gorm. It's their first contact they've had with real people. These guys are a little bit wild, but a little bit weird, but they seem lawful, and they explained to our party the history of the city and how they were building the giant pyramid in honor of one of their great kings when they dug a little too deep, and they ran into this Zargon's lair. Picture the real Zargon somewhere. But yeah, and then Zargon actually came out of the crypt and got into the city and started eating people, and the city grew in fear, so they began to worship him, and they all started taking drugs and drinking lots of alcohol and being nutso. And so the city fell to pieces, to ruins. People began invading the city. They couldn't defend themselves, and everyone began to worship this evil deity. They dug themselves underground under the pyramid. And there's only 3 factions that remain: the Brotherhood of Gorm, the Magi of Usamagaras, and the Warrior Maidens of Madara. These guys, of course, are the Brotherhood of Gorm, and they're looking for members, and these fine young men would suit the bill. And since Dorian was about dead and they were starving and about to die of thirst, they said yes. And so they were in room 11. The Brotherhood of Gorm, when we finished, would have taken them to room 12. They saw what looked like a golden statue right here, but it's actually a statue made out of wood. As they got closer, they could tell that. So room 12 is the Grand Master of the Brotherhood of Gorm's room. What is his name? Canadius. He's Canadian. Just kidding. And he is going to use, because the party's not going to attack, he's got a helmet telepathy he's going to use, and he's going to try to determine if any of these characters are really have malicious purposes, or are they actually interested in joining the Brotherhood of Gorm, of which all 4 will be interested because they're in dire straits. It's their first adventure, and they almost died in the desert, and they almost lost their fighter on their very first attack. And they need food, water, and they need healing for Dorian. So he's going to determine that they are sincere. Now, only male fighters, dwarves, halflings, and elves of lawful alignment can become full members. So that is Dorian. Everybody else is a male, and a male human. And so they will not be allowed to attend the ceremony in room 24. Canadius will tell them that they may stay by. He will do a short ceremony for them. I think they get to wear some cool stuff. Diddle-dee, no, wrong. So Dorian will get a tunic, a mask, any normal armor, weapons they might need, which he doesn't need any. Okay, sorry. Other characters, if accepted, which they will, because Dorian's friends and it's them or nothing, they're all going to receive a golden necklace with a small necklace with a golden mask on it worth 20 gold pieces. So we'll put that on all of their sheets. And here's Dorian, who's down to 1 hit point. Where's his character sketch? Oh, I don't have it. We're going to throw tunic, golden mask of Gorm in his inventory. And here's Gorm necklace, 20 gold pieces. I need to remember that. That's pretty nice. It's a nice little bonus. I wonder if that counts as experience. Oh, just so you guys know, they only killed 1 thing and they found no gold, so they all only got 5 experience last session. So that's brutal, especially when you go into 2,500, but I think that may change. It changes when you start getting treasure. Quickly gonna put this. All right. So Canadius and some of the guys will take Dorian down to 24. We'll discuss that here in a second. But he suggests that the other 3 go back and get some rest. They can use room 10, which is cleared. And I'm gonna put 2 Gorm fighters with them because, again, as I said in session 1, this is a adventure for 6 to 10 guys, and we're just going with 4. So if we're gonna do any fighting, we need some extra guys. So this room is empty, so this is gonna become our party's room. It was an old priest quarters. I think I described it before. Had a nice little pick on it. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, nice and dusty. Got a desk, got a bed. They'll have to make some extra beds, but yeah, that's their new room. That's, yeah, very cool. They got a room already, and it's free. And so they're gonna rest. It's gonna take about 24 hours to get Dorian through the ceremony down to the lower levels and back. So any spells, I don't remember if we used any spells. I have to go back and look. I think sleep is the only thing we have to use, and he definitely didn't use that, or maybe he did. I don't think so. I think we just killed the guy. And so it doesn't really matter, and none of them are hurt besides Dorian. And so let's go down to room 24 on tier 3. Dorian's just in the back with a bunch of the Gorm guys, and they're tightly protecting him. One of the things they would have made clear is that if you're a Gorm guy, you're a Gorm guy, okay? And there's these factions, especially the faction of Zargon, is evil. And the other factions may not be evil necessarily. They would have told the party, but they don't have the plans that we have as Gorm members. As you know, we have Gorm's brains and his thoughts, and we're going to do what Gorm wants. And so you will not be friends, you will not associate, and you will not help other parties unless for some reason, or some other factions, unless for some reason we have deemed it necessary. And right now we don't deem it necessary. And of course, all the boys pledged that would be okay. So off to room 24 would look something like this. Let me read the description. The walls, ceiling, and floor of this room have been painted sky blue. A golden marble altar surrounded by golden candle holders and braziers rests along the middle of the east wall. On the top of the altar is a small stone statue of a bearded man throwing a lightning bolt. Next to the statue rests a golden bowl. So they would have Dorian draw his weapon, kneel before Gorm's altar, and swear in law to uphold the ideals of the Brotherhood and to promote worship of Gorm. And then they have some interesting magical way of tattooing his arm. Ah! Oh, and my apologies. So there's a secret door. There's a ladder that would have led from room 12 where they were at, straight down to here, so that the Gormites wouldn't have to have any danger moving through, maybe seeing other factions or monsters or anything else. So again, this ceremony takes a few hours. Dorian would get his blue tat, although it's supposed to be on the shoulder. Not right there, but that's whatever it is. They're going to come back up. And in the meantime, these guys are manly fighters, but they've got priests. They're going to have healed Dorian. I'm going to put Dorian back at 5. Also, you know, they would have been told to, you know, rest, recuperate, take some time, take the whole night to rest. And they're going to give them... Canadius is going to give them a mission and just say, listen, we've got some, you know, this is our level, but we haven't been able to be up here very much lately with all the business we have downstairs. So we've got some roaming monsters that seem to be out of control. We'd just like for you to clear this level for us. Basically, just because you're beginners, we don't need this level too much, but this will give you guys something to do, and we'll come back for you in a little bit. So yeah, that's your mission. Have at it. You can have Rom and Grom. Rom and Grom would be the 2 other fighters. I'm just gonna make them generic fighters with the same stats as Dorian. Basically, you know, they've got short swords or a sword and dagger and all that stuff. So as not to make it too difficult. But yeah, they're gonna ask these boys to clear the level with their two new dudes. And so, you know, as they wake up, Dorian's back at 5, and they are in 10, and they're going to go across the street and fight this gecko and his friend that dropped down from the ceiling. Let's go to room 9. Yeah, same as the room across from the hall that I showed you guys. This kind of room, except that there's a large gecko in it on the bed, a large blue gecko. and then a second gecko. So, and hit points 12. These are high. Must have killed Gorm. What'd I call him? Dorm? Let's write this down. Gorm and Dorm and their brother Yorm is the one they're getting eaten on. And so these guys are not happy at all. So Gorm and Dorm are going to rush in first. Let's just draw this out on a little map here. Okay, you're not gonna believe this. We're gonna go super old school. We're gonna do it in Notepad. Gecko. I'm gonna put Gorm and Dorian are gonna take this gecko. Dorian. Oh, this isn't gonna work. Whatever. Gorm, Dorian, Dorm, Alaric, and then in the back you've got, well, Phineas is going to be poking around, and then Galen is back here slinging bolts. So, all right, here we go. We're going to roll initiative. I'm going to try to roll for initiative every round like it says to do, but I don't know if I want to do that. It just seems cumbersome. So I have 2 dice. The metal die is my dice, are my party. I've got a clear dice, which is cool looking, is the geckos. Let's go. Party wins 5-3. Party goes first. Galen is going to step up and might as well do his daggum sleep spell, right? It's time. So he's going to try to sleep that fool. He sleeps. Let's look it up. I'm 99% sure there is no save for sleep. First level sleep. There's no save for sleep. This spell occurs for 4d4 rounds. The caster can only affect creatures with 4+1 hit dice. Our geckos are 3s. So we're good there. Okay, so it could do 2d8 hit dice worth of guys, which I just rolled a 7 and a 4. So that's 11, that's only 6. So his sleep spell can affect a group of creatures. A sleeping creature may be killed regardless of its hit points with a single blow. Huh. Well, I just wasted a bunch of time because my boy Galen came in and slept those fools, and Gorm and Dorm are a little bit livid because they didn't get their revenge, but I think we would have all died. But yeah, we were able to just slit their throats and kill them right there. We have our first treasure. They just realized that because he's wearing a bird-like creature mask, that this actually wasn't their brother Bjorn, because he wouldn't have worn. He would have had a Gorm mask. So Yorn is still out there somewhere lost. So that's something we got to find for Dorm and Gorm. Is that their names? Dorm, Gorm, Yorm's still alive. But yeah, so here's a 80 gold piece mask. Yeehaw. We'll put it in Dorian's. Let's put it here. Treasure collected until the end of the session. Those guys get to split that. That just got them 20 gold pieces. They just got 4 times the amount of gold than they got the whole entire last session. That's hilarious. All right, so my boys are going to come back, look up this hallway, realize there's nothing. They're not going to want to go back in there yet. They're going to go back down here and ask about these doors here, what these are all about. And they're told that that's going to lead to a treasure room. So let's go see. And they're also told to make sure. So the bees in here, there's killer bees in here. Let me read the thing. In the center of this room, you see a 10-foot tall cage. In the bottom of the cage is a pile of coins and gems. Hanging from the top of the cage is a giant beehive. Several large 1 foot long bees are buzzing around the room. The mesh of the cage is wide enough for them to fly through. There's also a 1 foot square hole in the south wall, probably where they would get out. These bees are protectors of the Brotherhood of Gorm's treasure, and our boys have no desire to take the treasure. However, they will, Dorm and Gorm have some masks. There's like a little when you walk in the door, there's a little cabinet with masks that you can unlock and lock the cabinet. And they're gonna just lock and give the 3 guys that don't have masks on, that just have the necklaces. They're gonna give them 3 Gorm masks to wear until they get across the room, so the killer bees will not attack. And yeah, these guys are not going to attempt to take any of the treasure because they're on the side of the Brotherhood of the Gorm. All right, so that's going to put us into room 4. They've gone through, they've picked up their masks, put them in the other box, and left them there. They're the loner masks. Now we're in room 4. This room is sparsely furnished with rotting furniture. This includes a bed, a desk, a chest, a writing table with wooden chair, and a wooden holy symbol shaped like a lightning bolt. Hey, that's our guys. All the furniture is covered with a thick layer of dust. On the floor lies the body of a dead hobgoblin. The body looks several weeks old. Its left arm is swollen and discolored. Ah, thief. So this seems like this is one of our priests. And it looks like the hobgoblin was probably killed by the bee. And it definitely was, because I'm reading it. But yeah. Full water bottle with a purse. Okay, we got some cash. 40 gold, man. That's like a big jump. All right, they're getting excited. They're adventurers now. So let's go over really quick. So I think it's 1 gold, and I'm gonna divvy this out per session. This says when the adventure is over. I'm not waiting to the final end. That wouldn't even make sense. So for every 1 gold of non-magical treasure, why do you not get gold value for magic? 1 experience. Not given for magic items. That's weird. And they're divided among themselves. The DM handles all the experience. You know what? I'll divvy out the experience later. I'm just going to write on Dorian's killed 2, 3 plus 1 HD geckos. Got to keep track of that. I want to keep track of everything, and I will divvy it all out later. Okay, so they're going to go here. They're not going to go downstairs. They got to clean out the top level. They're going to walk around. Now, they've told me they would have... I figure they'll all be looking for secret doors. You also got Gorm and Dorm. So I'm going to roll a D6 for all these guys. They're all humans. So... just rolled a 1. I rolled 6, 6, 4, 1. And I believe it's a 1 and a 2. Is that what it says? A 2 and 6 chance. So... I'm going to give them, they found the secret door. Gorm and Dorm probably would have known about the secret door anyway, but we're suspending that for now. They find a secret door, and let's see, can we open the secret door? Doesn't say that it's locked or anything, so yeah. Inside this room, you see 7 bird-like creatures with long beak-like tubes. With long beaks like tubes. A faint glitter catches your eye from the center of the room as the bird-like creatures fly towards you. All right, and these creatures are sturges. They are a 1 with the asterisk. So as earlier we said, it's a 1. So these are going to be worth 13 before a bonus or no bonus based upon each person's experience bonus. They move 60 feet. Once they hit you, they attach to you. The sturge sucks blood for an automatic 1 to 3 points of damage every round until either victim or the sturge is dead. All right. Oh my gosh, this is a lot of money. We gotta do this. 6 of these guys. I wish I had sleep left. Let's try this again. I'm gonna just put 1 sturge on everybody, y'all. And I'm gonna go Gorm, then Dorm, and then Dorian. Then Ulrich. Then Flavius. And Phineas. And then Galen. Dafk. And we're going to see how this works. Yikesies. Could be some dead people here soon. Especially since Finian and Galen only have 3 hit points. So we're going to... Where's my 2d6s? Again, the clears are the monsters. The metals are the people. We're going to roll. Monsters go first. Wonderful. Just wonderful. All right, so the Sturge is a hit dice 1, is attacking. We're going to go with all of Dorian's stuff. So it's attacking. What's Dorian's armor class? 4. So it needs a 15. So these 3 guys are going to need 15s to hit their 3 fighters. Let's see if I get any 15s. First one. 2. Second one. 15. Third one. 2. All right. Dorm just got whacked. Right here. And this is the best graphics you guys have probably ever seen, right? So that is a hit. He flies down. Does 1 to 3 damage. So I'm going to roll a d4 and take... And if it's a 4, I'll make it a 1. I get... No, that's not right. Let's do 1 to 3 and throw out a 4. 3 damage. So that's wonderful. Every round. So you better kill this guy. So Dorm is down. Oop. That works, Todd. All right, and now let's roll the other. So the other Sturge, this is Ulrich. Ulrich's armor class is also 4. And it misses, it rolls an 8. Now it's gonna roll, now it's going for Galen, which is a 9. It only needs an 11. It rolls, all right, Galen just got killed. Holy moly. Galen got hit. 1 damage, thank goodness. So Galen has, how many hit points does Ulrich have? 5. All right. 2? Nope, that's Finian. I was going for Galen, so sorry. Sorry, Galen. But Finian also has Finian has a 7. We're going for Finian here. I need a 12. 10. Okay. All right. We're still in business, sort of. Here we go. It's our turn. Here we go. These guys, how many hit points they have? They all have 4. That's a lot. 4 each for 6 of these guys. Okay. Their armor class is 7. That's a good thing. So let's hope for some good rolls. Here we go. So it's a 7. I need a 12. 14. Hit. 1. Miss. That was Dorm. Oh, man, that was Dorm. Missed. Yeah. Hit. So I got 2 hits and a miss by Dorm. Dorm may be a goner. All right, and these guys, it's a sword, so it's a d6. So 3 and 3, so these guys are both dead. So this Sturge, dead. This Sturge, dead. This Sturge is still alive. For now. All right, Ulrich. Ulrich's attacking a 7. Ulrich needs a 12. I just lost my d20. There it is. Hit. Hit, and for a 6. 4. Dead. Where am I going? What am I doing? Okay, I didn't show you guys, but I'm putting dashes, so. Dead. Finian can't sneak. What has Finian got? He's just got he's got a short sword. And he's trying to hit a 12. 10 misses. Poop. And we got our little dagger here because he's hand to hand. And he's trying to hit a 13. And he misses. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right, Dorm Sturge is going to attack 15, and it needed a, it's like a fighter 1, and it needed a 15. Dorm is no morm. He took 1 damage. I think he only had 1 damage left, right? Well, he also got sucked dry, and then he took 1 damage. Dorm dies. It was nice to know you, Dorm. You were... Well, you didn't do much for us, but it was nice to know you. Okay. All right, now the scary part. Galen, 7 miss. And Finian. What's Finian's armor class? Armor class 7. He needed a 12. He got an 11. Woof. Well, no, wait. Finian is a 7, and he's like a... Hey, you need a 12. Guys, I've been forgetting to roll initiative every round. See, this is hard. But I'm not going to do it this turn because this is their turn. And then maybe I'll do it next turn to see if they maybe get to go first, because that might have turned the tide, but it's too late now. Homie, Gorm's going to jump onto this Sturge here, and he rolls an 11, which is a hit, I believe. Didn't we say that? Armor class 7. No, he needs a 12. He rolled an 11. Whatever. Dorian's going to try to... Actually, no. Dorian's going to run over and try to save his magic user. So Dorian's going to come over here. Attack. Hits. Yes. 4. He killed this guy. All right. Sturge is dead. Nope. I got this all messed up now. I totally messed it up. Alaric's going to run over to help Finian. Rolls a 1. I won't do critical fails here. Finian's going to attack. Rolls a 9. All right. Well, it can't hurt me at this point since I've been going back and forth and letting the monsters go the whole time. Let's see who gets initiative this time. The boys rolled a 4 versus a 1, so good. The boys get to go again. So Gorm's going to attack Dorm's killer. He's screaming at him, "You killed my brother!" 18 and a 6. So he gets Gorm gets revenge for Dorm. Ulrich is going to attack. 18 again for 1. By the way, when once he got killed, once Dorian killed that sucker, he pulled him right off of Galen, so it didn't keep sucking away. Finian's gonna attack. Ooh, a 20. Am I doing double damage? I wasn't gonna do failed. I won't do it this turn. Maybe I'll do double damage and I'll do your out around. I'll give them a roll. I'll give them a 50% roll to drop their weapon on a 1, and then they're out around picking up their weapon. And then we'll do double damage. So he just did 3 damage. He killed the Sturge. Woo! Well, that was awesome and horrible. We lost good old Dorm. You're dead, Dorm. But yeah, and no one really got hurt except for Galen. He took 1 damage. And man, there's a pile of gems, and our boys are gonna be like, we get to keep these gems, right, for what we did. Oh my gosh. 4 gems. These are giant gems. And Gorm doesn't even care. He's distraught, but he's like, whatever you find is yours. We have no use for riches. So we just got 4 gems worth, 1,700? I'm just going to write 1,700 in gems. Man. We're going to be getting close to, well, maybe not when you add it all up, but hey, it's going to be helping us out. Perfect. Let's move on. They also find this other secret door, which is going to lead them to room 2. They're checking for doors the whole way, which of course there are none. This room contains rotting bales of what might be cloth and dusty crates. The room smells like it has been closed off for a long time. So it's just an old storage room. No big deal. All right. So before we move on, I really don't remember exactly what's in these next 2 rooms, but I'm assuming something. And Gorm's come to his senses and is like, we need to get another brother since Dorm died, and we're shorthanded and your wizard's hurt, and you're not gonna die on my watch. So let's get another dude in here first. So I'm gonna ask chat to give me a name of a brother from the Brotherhood of Gorm. We're going with whatever chat says. Brother Thaddeus sounds fine. Hello, Brother Thaddeus. I'm so sorry about your brother Gorm. You know about Yom? Yom's still alive, although Dom has died, and now I'm alone, unless you count Yom. Okay. So they're going to continue on to 5. They're going to open that door. Fireworks. This room seems drier than the rest of the pyramid. In the center of the room are half a dozen small crates. Seated on the crates are nearly a dozen 1-foot-tall winged people. They are talking a strange musical language and laughing merrily. All right, so our band is generally friendly. They don't have any desire to just kill everything and murder hobo. But they would, I know my group would try, they're good-hearted guys, and they would try to befriend these creatures before trying to kill them, which is good because they'd probably get their butts handed to them, being that there's 12 of them. These they would tell you that they are sprites, and to be careful as you go down. The farther you go down, the more dangerous it gets, and watch out for the faction of the evil one. And so there's fireworks in here, but they would show the group that there's fireworks, and our group is not interested right now in stealing the fireworks from them because they love their fireworks. And yeah, the Gorm guys would have said that these would have been used in past days to perform miracles to the people. And that's that. Finally, they're going to open the last room, and they're going to find that the entire floor of this room is covered with green oozing slime. Otherwise, the room appears to be empty. So it's just a room of slime. Not good. Gorm and Brother Thaddeus will advise the party to shut the door and get the heck out. This is green slime. It'll kill you. It'll burn you. It'll kill you. We must go. Green slime can be burned off, but it takes half damage. They suggest that we mark this door and come back later. It's not something we want to do. So that's the entire second floor, really, tier 2. What I haven't done so far is roll for wandering monsters, and we only had one. I don't want to move on to the next level in this session, so I'm going to roll on this table and see. Woo. All right, the party has found 2 giant gnomes, giant ferrets, giant gnomes. That would be awesome. So let's set up our handy dandy process. They're going to just have been walking back to their barracks when they come across these giant ferrets, and just doing 2. I'm not doing 4. This is just a random attack. I don't want to do that. Just doing 2, not doing 4. So ferret, Gorm will run up. We'll take the lead here. Thaddeus will take the lead here. We're going to have Dorian and Ulrich, which leaves behind Finian and Galen to do some dirty work, some cleanup. All right, let's do some combat. Let's roll some initiative. 3 versus a 2, so the party gets to go first. These guys have a armor class of 5. So I need a 14. Gorm rolls. Misses. Dorian rolls. Hits. Dorian rolls. Damage. 5 damage. Wait, do I do... I think I do a +1 on damage because of my strength, I believe. Not sure how that goes anymore. We'll check that out. What do these guys have anyway? They got 6 hit points. I haven't been doing that yet, so I'm gonna check that out. I might do that next session. So he did 5 damage. This guy has one left so far. This guy has 6. All right, Thaddeus swings his sword. 17 and crushing it. It's gonna go fast. He hits for 2 damage. Ulrich misses. Finian is going to try to sneak around the back and do a sneak attack. Man, 17 hits. Finian's going to just stab this ferret to death. The ferret has been deaded. Galen's going to sling. Galen's going to probably take a step over. Should go bigger for these graphics, man. I love it. Galen's going to swing his slam. 14, that's a hit. And the sling's going to do a D4. 1 damage. Nicely done, nicely done. All right. Ferret's turn. We got dead ferret, so one ferret's swinging at Thaddeus. 11. That's a miss. We're going to do initiative again. 6 and a 4. The guys get to go first. And so you're going to have to do this. All right. Gorm's running over, swinging. Misses. Dorian's going to run over. Swing. 16 hits. Dorian's going to do 4 damage and kill the ferret. Woof. All right. So Dorian does. Or so we kill 2 more ferrets. And we have cleared out level 2. All right. Let's look at experience. Let's add experience. We got 1,700. Here, let's just get a calc. 17 plus 80 plus 40 plus, I'm going to say 14. I'll round up. All right, so 1834 in gold. And let's divide that by 4 just to make life easy. 458 in gold. Everyone's going to get 458 in gold. We're just going to pretend they can sell all this stuff. No, I won't do that yet. I don't want to do that yet. And that's copper anyway. I'm in the wrong spot. All right. I'm just going to do experience right now. So 1834 in gold. Then we killed 2 3+1s. And we go back to our chart. All right. 3 plus 1. Right. So a plus just means that you're on the 3+ person. It doesn't matter if it's 3+1 or 3+2. I'm on the plus person or plus row, so it's a 50. No special abilities. So we killed 2 50s. Right? 2 50s. So that's another 100. And then we just killed... we killed a bunch of Sturges. We killed 6 Sturges. Forgot about that. And the Sturges, I believe, were just 1s, right? Hit dice. Oh, 1 with the asterisk. Oh, good. We can do that. So 1. And then it's not a 1 plus. It's just a 1 asterisk. So it's 13 each. So 13 times 6 is what? 1878. So didn't need that. Plus 78. All right. So I'll need this. Let's see. 1834 plus 178. 2012 for this little hike. And yes, I had 2 extra guys, but they're not going to get it. So they were just there for moral support. I don't care. 2012 divided by 4. 503. All right. So let's see. 503 for Dorian. So 503 times 5%, rounded down. 25. 503. So he gets 528. He's got 5. So 533 experience. Well, poop. I thought it was going to be a lot more than that, but that's fine. Let's just make sure I don't forget this. 503 plus 5% plus 5. So that's going to be the exact same. 533. So, hey, he's about... Alec's about a third of the way there, thank goodness, since Alec can't do nothing besides fight. Okay, so this won't be 503. He gets 10%. Finian, because he has extra on his prime requisite, so he gets 10%. So 503 times 10% is 50. So he gets 553 plus 5, so 558. He's more experienced than these yahoos. And then finally, Galen is at 533. All right, very cool, guys. These guys would have gone back to their room, rested and relaxed. They've cleared tier 2, and they're going to wait for Canadius to send somebody up. And just, you know, once they've been told that they've finished their mission for clearing level 1, and it's going to be time to descend to level 3. We'll see you next time. Hit the bell so you can catch it. We can try to do this every couple weeks. And appreciate you guys hanging out. Peace.